Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello friends, my name is Nur Afifah and my partner Astridtia Putri Junita Sari. We are from grade year 2018 Mathematics Education State University of Surabaya. In this video, we will discuss about quadratic function using GeoGebra to make it easier for us in learning. Before it, we will share a little discussion about GeoGebra software. GeoGebra is dynamic mathematics software for all levels of education that brings together geometry, algebra, spreadsheets, graphing, statistics, and calculus in one easy-to-use package. This application is developed by Marcus Hauenwerder since 2001. Well, this is the first display on monitor when opening GeoGebra. There are GeoGebra menu, toolbar icon as tools for working on graphic, GeoGebra worksheet, input bar column, and dictionary formula. In toolbar icon, there are many features that we can use to help us solve the mathematics problem. For example, we can use these line features and segment features, then we can understand the difference of it. It's so useful for us, especially in basic geometry. We also can hiding, showing, or deleting these features by using this way. In other features, we can make circle by using slider. Click slider, then you must include the radius of circle that you want. Then click circle, replace as the name of slider. So, the radius of circle can move according to the slider. It's so interesting, right? Next, to solve the equation shown in the graph, we have to input equation in input bar column. For example, y equal to x squared. In the GeoGebra worksheet will be shown its graph. If we change it into x squared minus 1 or x squared plus 1, the graph is already shown. So, by using GeoGebra, we can learn about the properties of each equation by its graph. In these materials, we will discuss about the definition of quadratic function, general form of quadratic function, general form of quadratic function graph, quadratic function component, quadratic function properties, and the last is how to graph the quadratic function. Quadratic function is an equation of the variable which has the highest of rank is 2.
Now we will start to discuss both quadratic function. First is both general form of quadratic function. Function of x equal to I times x squared plus b times x plus c, the I, b, c constanta and I not equal to 0. Second is general form of quadratic function graph. Quadratic function graph have parabolic shape. Next, component of quadratic function. First, symmetry axis of the quadratic function is x equal to xp, the line with red color. Second, maximum or minimum value of quadratic function is y equal to yp, then coordinate of extreme point xp, yp. D is discriminant. Then we will discuss both quadratic function properties. One quadratic function has several properties. First is quadratic function properties depend of I value. If I more than 0, then the graph will open up like picture I. If I less than 0, then the graph will open down like picture B. Second, Its quadratic function properties depend of c value. If c more than 0, then the graph of quadratic function intersects with y-axis on positive side. If c less than 0, then the graph of quadratic function intersects with y-axis on negative side. If c equal to 0, then the graph of quadratic function not intersect with y-axis. Third is, quadratic function properties depend on value of t discriminant. If t more than 0, then the graph of quadratic function intersects with x-axis on 2 points. If t equal to 0, then the graph of quadratic function intersects with x-axis on 1 point. If t less than 0, the graph of quadratic function not intersect with x-axis. And the last, we will learn how to draw a graph of quadratic function. There are 6 steps to draw quadratic function graph. First is determine the intersection with the x-axis. Second, determine the intersection with the y-axis. Third, determine the symmetry axis equation. 4. Determine extreme value or maximum minimum value of the function. 5. Determine the turning point of the function. And then 6. Draw a graph of quadratic function. Now we will using GeoGebra to prove and to know the change of quadratic function properties that has been explained. Okay, let's start. First, we make 3 slides with name I, B, and C. Then make 3 input box to know the value of I, B, and C that will be entered. On the input column, enter the general form of quadratic function. Then look for intersection with x-axis and y-axis. After that, define the discriminant value at the input column. T is equal to b squared minus 4 times I times c. And then now, we will start to prove and to know the change of quadratic function properties depend on value of I. To make it easier, we use text. On the text, we write quadratic function and then click object, choose f because f is general form of quadratic function, and read again will be. On the input column, write the condition for properties depend on I value. If I more than 0, then open up. If I less than 0, then open down. Back to the text, click Object, choose Text 1. And read again on the text, if I equal to. On the input column, define the value of I. If I more than 0, then positive. If I less than 0, then negative. Back to the text, click Object, and then choose Text 2. Click OK. Now we try. First we try to I more than 0. The graph will open up. This is clarified with the text that we have created. Quadratic function will be opened up if I positive. Then we try to I less than 0. The graph will open down. This is clarified with text that we have created. Quadratic function will be opened down if I negative. Next, we make text again. To prove and to know the change of quadratic function properties depend on value of c, we write on the text quadratic function and then click Object, choose f, and then read again will be. On the input column, write the condition for properties depend on c value. If c more than 0, then graph will be intersect with y-axis on positive side. If c less than 0, then intersect with y-axis in negative side. If c equal to 0, then intersect with y-axis on 0.0. Back to the text, click Object, and then choose Text 4. And then read again on the text, that's on. Next, choose I, because I is position when graph intersect with y-axis. Then, read again if c equal to. On the input column, define the value of c. If c more than 0, then positive. If c less than 0, then negative. And if c equal to 0. Back to the text, click Object, and choose Text 5 and then click OK. Now we try for c more than 0. The graph will intersect with y-axis on positive side. This is clarified by the text that we have created. The quadratic function will be intersect with y-axis on the positive side if c positive, and then we try with c value is 0, and then graph will intersect with y-axis on 0.0, and we try if value of c less than 0, and then graph will intersect with y-axis and last we make text again. To prove and to know the change of quadratic function properties depend on value of the discriminant. we write on the text quadratic function, and then click object, choose f as usual, and then write again on the text will be. And then on the input column, write the condition for properties depend on value of the discriminant. If t more than 0, then intercept the x-axis on 2 points, B and C, because B and C is position when the graph intercept the x-axis. If t less than 0, then no intersect with x-axis. And then if t equal to 0, intersect with x-axis on 1 point. Back to the text, click object, and then choose text 7. And then write again on the text t equal to b squared minus 4 times I times c equal to. Back again to the input column. Define the value of t. If t more than 0, then positive. And if t less than 0, then negative. And t equal to 0. Back to the text, click object, and then choose text 8 and click OK. Now we try to t more than 0, then the graph will be intercept with x-axis on 2 points. This is clarified by the text that we have created, and we try the value of t less than 0, and then quadratic function will be not intercept the x-axis. And we try if value of t equal to 0, then quadratic function will be intercept the x-axis on 1 point.
Okay, that's all about quadratic function that we can share. To make you more understand with this material, don't forget to do the exercise that we have provided. The link of it can copy from this video description. Thank you guys. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.